Good evening, kings and queens. How you doing tonight? I just come with a quick word. As you see, God is calling all men to come out of pornography. God is calling all men now to come out of pornography. Men, your time is up. God is asking you to come out of pornography before it's too late, because pornography makes you twisted minded. Pornography makes a lot of men gay. Pornography interrupts and messes up a lot of marriages, God says. Pornography on the phone. God said it's time for all men to give up pornography. So I'm just here with a quick message to let you all know God is calling all men to stand and get up and get away from the pornography off your phone, off your television, off of cable, off of Netflix, whatever you're watching it on. God is calling you to get rid of the pornography and stand up and be the men that he needs for you to be. God is calling all men. He said you need to stand up on your post because you've been off your post for so long. It is time. God has said it's time, and it's a warning that all men to come and stand and give up the pornography, because God said it's destroying the men's lives. It's destroying marriages. It's destroying homes. It's destroying a lot of families that's in the world. So God said, men, you are the head. He needs you to stand and be the man, be the head, and run the world like he asked for men to be. I want to go to St. Matthew's 28. Matthew 5 and 28. And it reads, "But I say unto you that whosoever look up on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart." Man, if you've looked up on a woman through pornography eyes, on the television, on your phone, a movie that you ordered, God said if you look up on her, doesn't matter where she's at. She can be in the grocery store, on the television. God said if you look up on her, you have already committed adultery in your heart. The next verse I want to go to is coming from 1 Corinthians 6 and 18. 1 Corinthians 6 and 18. And it reads, it says, "Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body." Meaning you're sinning against your own body. God says, when you are fornicating, and I'm calling on the men because God said this message should be to the men, and because the men is the head. Adam was the head of Eve. When God created the earth, he created all things, but he created the men first and then the woman. Men, you are in charge. You are the leader. Things are out of order. The world is out of order, men, because you are out of order. We wonder why. We walk around and say, why is this happening in the world? Why is that happening in the world? Why is this God allowing it? God is not allowing it because men, you are in charge. He created you to be the head and you to run the world. So things are out of order. The animals are out of order. They're wild and attacking, and the weather is out of order, and people are out of order, and the world is out of order because of you, men, because you are out of order. So everything else goes out of order. People don't understand that's why the world is out of order. The men is running the world, but you have yourself out of order. You're not standing on your post as the Most High God is asking you to. But God is giving you a warning. It is a warning that all men, God is calling you to come out of pornography. This is a lot of pastors are in pornography. It's a hidden sexual sin that's destroying everyone, starting with the men first, because if it hits the men, then it's going to hit the rest of the world and hit the family, because men, you can't run the world when you got sex and pornography all inside of you and fornication. So calling all men, the Lord said, come out of pornography, because if you don't, God said he is going to allow the hand that's covering, his hand that's covering you, he's going to take it away, and he's going to give Satan the okay to do self-destruct you. So men, this is a warning, as God say to me to tell you, he's calling you all out of pornography. All right? He said sex have destroyed the world. Sex have destroyed the men. The men can't see straight, God said, because you're having so much sex and pornography and masturbation. He said, you don't know what life is. You do not know how to raise your children. You do not know how to handle a good wife. He said, because you are out of order with the pornography. He said, sex have taken over the men's mind. Pornography has taken over so many men's lives. Is taken away on social media. Men, God is calling you to come out of it. Come out of it, because he said he's tired. Enough is enough. Men cannot handle and cannot run their family because sex is always on the brain. So I'm bringing this to you, guys. He's calling all men out of pornography. He said as a warning, he said he will take his hands from covering you. He is a long-suffering God, he says. Yes, he is. But he said he's tired of the men being out of order. God is about to allow Satan to take over your life. God has a covering over the men, but he's tired. He said, men, if you don't heed to this warning, heed to the calling away from pornography, he's going to take away the covering that he has over you. He's going to take his hand from over you, and that give the enemy, Satan, the devil and his demons, to take over your life, take over your children's life, anything that's close to your life, and starting with your life first. All right, I just want to come with this quick video. Men, stand up. God needs you to stand on your post. He needs you to stop the pornography. Come to him first, and he said repent. You must repent. You just can't come to him and expect for you to get into God that quick. But God said you have to come and repent. You cannot look at porn on the phone anymore. You cannot do any of those things. God said when you repent, he means for you to stay repentful and stay away from that sin. That means to stay away from the sin, get in God, read the word, so the word can get back in order, so that you will be able to see Jesus in heaven. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you die right now and you living in pornography, sin, you will wake up and look up your eyes in hell. You will not be in heaven. Everybody wonder after the afterlife. God will not give you another chance. He brought me back from death to teach the word. I had to come back. I could be in that pit of hell. But men, God said a lot of you are going to be destroyed. You all going to lose your lives, or a lot of you are going to be in sickness if you do not come to him and repent. And I'm speaking this to the church, because Satan already have the men out of the world. This is the Christian men first, because God said the church, like I always say, he said the church, he said, I see you, you're living like the world. Men, he's pointing at you first, just like Adam and Eve. When Eve took that bite of that fruit, and God called Adam first, he didn't call Eve. When he came, he didn't say Eve, even though Eve bit the fruit first, but she wasn't in charge. She wasn't in the head. She wasn't head. She wasn't the head. The man was the head. He came, he asked for Adam. He said, Adam, where are you? That's same for today, men. You're in charge. And when God come back, he's going to say, where are you, men? You are out of order. Adam came and then tried to throw Eve up under the bus. Yes, she was wrong, but he was the head. And he took a bite of the fruit. He should have not bit the fruit, even though his wife, Eve, have bitten the fruit. And it's from Adam all the way up to now. Adam should have stood strong and said, no, I'm not going to eat that fruit, and you should have not eaten that fruit. But he took a bite of it. Why did he take a bite of it? Because of the sex that he received from Eve. And men, still from that time from Adam all the way up to now, you are still allowing sex, along with pornography, to take you away from what you're supposed to do as the head of the man here on earth. So it's trickled down to Adam all the way down to 2020 2023. Men is still out of order because of sex, because of pornography. You're going to self-destruct. God is calling all the men. Calling you men. He's calling you men. Christian men. These men are calling themselves Christians in the church. The pastors, the deacons, the men in the congregation, men in general that walks around and call themselves Christians. God said he see you. And it is a warning. God is calling you, men. He said, come back and repent. He said, you just can't come back any kind of way. Come back like nothing happened. He said, you must first repent to him. You must fall out and cry and ask God to take the taste of sex and pornography out of your mouth before it's too late. He said, because time is winding up. Time is winding up. You don't know. He said, a lot of you close to death, and you don't know it. It's an expiration date for everybody. For me too. On this screen. I'm not perfect. I'm here just being a mouthpiece for the Most High God in Jesus. So men, this is a word for you. You're the head, just like Adam was. He was out of order then. Men, you still out of order today. Because you letting the sex of a woman, the pornography that you love to watch, take away who you are. All right? I will be praying for you all. And thank you for tapping on this video. Whoever may tap on it after the live is over with. Be praying for you. Stay blessed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.